My name is Abiang Shadrach Phillips, going to discuss the issue of social insurance and the issues in the design of welfare programs. By definition, social insurance is a process by which government programs ensure that groups of people are protected against financial problems arising from instabilities of life such as physical disabilities, loss of earnings in old age, being laid off, unemployment, and other setbacks in life. Social insurance can also be in form of a social welfare that provides insurance against economic risks. Uh, Examples of social insurance programs include social security that aims at providing a basic income to those in their later years. In Uganda, we have an example of the NSSF, which is the National Social Security Fund, which was a mandatory pre-defined contribution provident fund that was introduced 38 years ago by the Act of Parliament 1985. So you find in this fund, the contribution rate is 15% of the employee's salary, but then it is shared where 5% is pulled by the employee and 10% is pulled by the employer. So that's an example of a social insurance program. Another insurance program we have is workers' compensation. In Uganda, we have the Workers' Compensation Act, which provides compensation to workers employed both in the private and public sector. Then another type of the social insurance program, we have crop or livestock insurance and also unemployment insurance, which offers income replacement after a job loss. Then when we go to the issues in the design of welfare programs are more the same as welfare programs are they are a range of government sponsored programs and initiatives aimed at providing assistance to individuals and families who are unable to meet their basic needs due to poverty, unemployment, disability, or other circumstances. So the issue in design of welfare programs, number one, is lack of reliable information management system, where you find, for example, NSSF will lack a comprehensive register of the businesses, which makes it difficult for them to identify the eligible employers. That is why we had at a point they were saying there is some money which is being remitted in NSSF, but it goes to an account because they don't know who are the employees. They don't have the kind of information they want on knowing the employees more. That is one issue. Another issue is intersectoral coordination challenges. This one affects them because the private schemes also bring their own arrangements. For example, Makerere University Staff Retirement Benefit Scheme. But these schemes might be an issue because most of them are unregulated, despite the existence of Uganda Retirement Benefits Regulatory Authority. So you find they are not coordinated. The private people are not coordinated with the government welfare program schemes also. That is also one issue. Another issue is the limited financial resources to finance the welfare programs. Since Uganda is faced with the challenge of raising taxes, which has affected the expansion of welfare programs. So when there's limited finance, there's nothing much that can be done. Another one is the government and mismanagement of funds. This one has also affected greatly. It has affected greatly the growth of welfare programs. Because why? An example being of recent NSSF had scandals. They had scandals where even people wanted to censure the right minister for labor and gender development because of the NSSF scandal, where people were saying why NSSF is building they are buying houses at expensive. Okay, it's something to do with mismanagement of funds. Another issue we have is delays in processing benefits. You find that people take long to get the benefits they are supposed to get, and this one makes them lose morale in the welfare programs. That's why next time they won't buy the idea of bringing in another welfare program. And the last one is the scope of coverage of welfare programs. Welfare programs are faced also with that challenge of limited benefits as well as the people it is covering. It covers only a small few, but you find the program has left the health, the education, and some other things. And then even there is no midterm. For example, the pension schemes have no midterm benefits, whereby you can go and collect them before your time comes. So those are the challenges which have affected the issues in design of welfare programs. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon to all the viewers of this clip. By name, I'm Okring Stephen, reg number 20-Q/Beck/2162/PD. I'll be discussing about information problems and the market under insurance in this clip. Besides that, I will also talk about the roles of social insurance, taking Uganda as our case study. First of all, I would like to define the word information problems or information asymmetry. This is a market situation whereby one party in a transaction has got insufficient information about the other, which results into market failures. Now, the following are the points under information problems or information asymmetry under market insurance. First of all, I would like to talk about advanced selection. As we all know that advanced selection refers to the problem that arises because a firm or a person or an individual choosing to be insured against a particular loss is likely to have a private information not available to the insurance company. For example, Mr. Dr. Chiza may have his personal issues like maybe illness, sickness, but he may not release to the insurance company, so which results into advanced selection. Another point is moral hazards. Moral hazards deals with lack of incentives by the insured to take action that reduce to probability of a loss subjected to purchasing the insurance. Now, for example, a firm or some individual with fire insurance may be less inclined to take fire strategy steps than a firm without such insurance. Another point, maybe I will talk about it with time, but let me try to mitigate on these points. To mitigate this information problem, insurance company has to come in to set up something like a strategy, such as requiring policyholders to provide information about their risk levels, setting up co-payments and offering incentives for safe behavior. So I would also love to talk about roles of insurance in this case. Reducing poverty and vulnerability is one role of insurance. Now, when we talk of reducing poverty and vulnerability, an insurance company comes in to prevent and reduce poverty throughout the life cycle. This is through avoiding risk coping strategies. What do I mean by risk coping strategies? For example, if I, Okring Stephen, had bought maybe a very nice car, a very expensive car, maybe Mark IV, maybe for example Prado, Pajero, and really it maybe got some issues, maybe it cracked down, I got a terrible accident, and now what comes maybe in my mind is just to sell off that scrap. But an insurance company comes in case I've insured my car. They come in to prevent it, they compensate, so ending up making me not sell my asset. Then the next point is they also help to promote economic growth. How do they promote economic growth and decent work? This is whereby an insurance company comes in to provide good conditions for workers, resulting into maybe higher productivity or outcome. because when you're given enough health, when maybe your strategy is protected, your health is given enough, so you find out that your work is productive, your work is productive, and you produce quality and quantity work for the individuals. Another point is reducing income inequalities in the country. For example, here in Uganda, an insurance company is capable of maybe redistributing all the finances or income from the contributors, and they end up giving to someone who is totally badly off. Maybe that is hence preventing inequality. Another one is maybe improving on health status of individuals. For example, an insurance company comes in to provide health status of individuals through providing medical care, a very good medical care. Maybe if you've insured for health and life insurance, you're given a very good medical services to attain your health. So I would like to end there. I would like to conclude by saying we need all to know about information problems and the roles at large. Thank you very much. I remain Okring Steve.
Zero Frank. I'm taking you through the efficiency effects on saving and retirement decisions. Efficiency can have significant effects on saving and retirement effects. When the market is efficient, it means that prices reflect all of available information and that there are no opportunities for arbitrage or excess returns. These are some of the ways how efficiency can affect savings and retirement effects. 1. This is through the investment costs. In an efficient market, the costs of investment in stocks, bonds, and other assets are generally lower because there is a greater competition among financial institutions and fewer opportunities for investors to earn excess returns. 2. This is through portfolio diversification. In an efficient market, investors can achieve greater diversification by investing in a wide range of assets across different sectors and geographies. 3. This is by influencing the performance of pension funds and other retirement plans. In an efficient market, these funds can invest in a wider range of assets and achieve more diversified portfolios. 4. In an overall, efficiency can have a significant impact on saving and retirement benefits through reducing costs, increasing diversification, and improving portfolio performance. By understanding the effect of efficiency on the market, investors can have more informed decisions about how to save and invest for retirement. Thank you.
My name is Apupe Tom, reg number 20/U, 2072/PD. I'll be discussing approaches to income support. Now, allow me define what income support is. Income support simply means a grant or money which is regularly paid by the government or non-government organizations to individuals of low income or no income. There are very many approaches that have been adopted by countries or by nations or by economies, depending on their economic development objectives or goals. Now, taking Uganda as a case study, we have some of the approaches that Uganda as a nation has adapted to implementing their or to achieving their development objectives. One of the approaches that Uganda as a nation has adapted is what they call conditional cash transfer. Now, by definition, conditional transfer, you find that this approach simply provides regular payments to individuals or to eligible groups of individuals, but with the conditions attached to the funds. The funds is actually directed to a certain class or a certain group of individuals. Take example, maybe funds released to ensure that children go to school and that they are checked up regularly. So that's the condition. The condition there is that children should go to school and that they are checked up regularly. Then we have what they call unconditional cash transfers. Now, with unconditional cash transfer, you find out that this approach simply provides regular payments to individuals but there are no conditions attached to the funds released. So the main aim of this approach is just to reduce poverty and to improve on the welfare, all the well-being of the individuals. That is what that approach deals with. Then we have another approach that we have, or that the Uganda as a nation has adopted, is what they call public works programs. Now with public works programs, you find out that this approach simply provides temporal employment to individuals in times of economic hardships, or in times whereby the traditional sources or the daily routines of income, or like the daily sources of income have been affected or have been limited by some factors, maybe factors like maybe natural occurrences like landslides, floods, or maybe wars. So in such situations, the government comes in with this approach to provide temporal employment, so that these people who have lost their traditional source of income can sustain a living. Not only does this approach provide funds or provide temporal employment, this approach also provides public goods and infrastructure to the nation, or to the individuals at large in the country. Then we have another approach called microfinance. Now with microfinance, this approach simply deals with providing small finances or small loans to individuals, to the poor individuals, actually, the households who are badly off. Now the aim there is to make them get involved in income generating activities, or in case they are already engaged in income generating activities, you can still give them money so that they can expand their income generating activities. By so doing, the government feels that they will be promoting entrepreneurship and innovation among the individuals or among the citizens. So it adopts that policy called microfinance. Now the last approach that the government of Uganda as a nation has adopted is what they call social pension programs. Now this social pension program approach simply aims at the elderly goods of individuals. It actually provides payments to the elderly groups of individuals, maybe from 60 or 65 years and above. To provide those payments to them. Why? Because these people have lost sources of income, they're already tired, they can't work for themselves. So the government comes in to cater for them, so that they can also sustain a living. So those are the approaches that the government of Uganda as a nation has adopted, depending on our state of the poverty level, the inflation level, and then our general technical development level. So I would beg to stop there. I remain Apupe Tom, reg number 20/U/2072/PD.
My name is Okoto Beseri, reg number 20/B/Beck/2201/PD. I'm going to present about welfare programs, targeting and incentives. Welfare programs refers to the range of government-sponsored programs and initiatives aimed at providing assistance to individuals and families who are unable to meet their basic needs due to poverty, unemployment, disability, or other circumstances. In Uganda, welfare programs include the following. The first one is Social Assistance Grant for Empowerment, SAGE. This is a cash transfer program that provides regular payments to vulnerable older persons aged 65 years and above to help them meet their basic needs. The program is designed to support the elderly who are unable to meet and have limited sources of income. The next one is Universal Primary Education. This program provides free education to all children aged 6 to 12 years old in government-aided primary schools. The program is aimed at increasing access to education among the poor and reducing the burden of costs of education on families. And next one is National Agricultural Advisory Service. The program provides technical and financial support to small-scale farmers to improve their agricultural productivity and income. The program is aimed at increasing agricultural productivity and reducing on losses among the farmers in rural communities. The next one is Health Insurance Scheme. That is the National Health Insurance Scheme. The program aims at providing affordable health care to all Ugandans by subsidizing health care costs for for low-income households. The program is intended to increase access to health care and reduce the financial burden of health care costs on households. The next one is Youth Livelihood Program. This program provides financial and technical support to youth groups to start income-generating activities. The program is aimed at reducing youth unemployment and promoting entrepreneurship among the youth. Thank you.